Now children, let us start with chapter 17, that is triangles and quadrilaterals. Now in that you have to learn about the concepts like polygon. A simple closed figure made up of line segments only is called a polygon. I have already given the key concepts in the second slide or third slide of the first video. So please go through that and you will be able to know which all we have to learn in these chapters. Types of polygon. Triangle is three sides. It has three sides. Then equilateral triangle is a regular polygon because its all sides are equal. Scalene triangle is irregular polygon because it does not have all sides equal. Now quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. Square is a regular polygon because all sides are equal and all angles are 90 degrees. Whereas trapezium is irregular polygon because its all sides are not equal. Then the pentagon. Pentagon is a five-sided polygon. Hexagon has 6 sides. Heptagon has 7 sides. Octagon 8 sides. Now you can see these diagrams of all the up to hexagon the polygons are given, so you can see these diagrams. Then also I have told you that how many sides these polygons have. So you can see this picture. Then what is a diagonal? A diagonal is a line segment that joins any two vertices of a polygon and is not a side of the polygon because it is in the interior of the polygon. Like you know that how to draw the diagonals of square, rectangle. So like that for any polygon you can draw its diagonals. Triangle. Now triangle is a three-sided figure, you all know. It's a polygon. A triangle is a polygon with sides, 3 sides. It is closed figure enclosed by 3 line segments. The region enclosed by a triangle is known as triangular region. You can see in this diagram what is a triangular region. The inner side, interior of a triangle which is enclosed in ABC here in this triangle. Parts of triangle. Sides. The line segments forming a triangle are known as its sides. Vertices. The point of intersection of any two sides of a triangle is known as its vertex. Now in this triangle ABC, figure, adjoining figure or above figure you can say, AB, BC and AC are the sides and A, B and C are vertices. Interior and exterior of a triangle. The triangular region of a triangle is its interior and the region outside the triangle is its exterior. So you can see in this picture the interior and exterior of the triangle. Now what are the angles of the triangle? The angles formed between the sides of triangle and inside the triangle are known as angles or interior angles. When a side of a triangle is extended, the angle formed between the extended side and the adjacent side is called exterior angle of the triangle. So here you can see the exterior angle of a triangle which forms a linear pair with the interior angle. So here they have given 107 and 73, which whose sum is 180. So they are exterior and interior, which are adjacent to each other. So they form a linear pair. Classification of triangles on the basis of sides. Equilateral triangle, all sides equal. Isosceles triangle, two sides equal. Scalene triangle, no two sides equal. On the basis of angles, acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, and right angle triangle. Now, what is a median of a triangle and its altitude? A median is a line segment which joins the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Now, in this picture, you can see the median is shown, which makes the opposite side into two equal parts. It will divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So, the first picture is types of triangles, then the median, and then the altitude. Now, what is an altitude? The perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side of the triangle is called its altitude. So, in this picture, next picture, in triangle ABC, BD is the altitude. Then there are three medians shown here in the next picture, and there are three altitudes also shown in the picture adjacent to this last part of the notes. Quadrilateral. A four-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. It is simple closed figure formed by four line segments. You can see the quadrilateral in the picture and its angles. There are four angles, and each vertex has again the angle which is forming a complete angle with the interior angle. Each interior angle will make with the other the complete angle. So the other will be reflex angle like. Adjacent sides. The two sides are said to be adjacent if they have a point in common. Adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common arm. Opposite sides, opposite angles and diagonals. A line segment joining non-consecutive vertices. Then opposite sides, they are opposite to each other because they don't have any common line segment. Opposite angles also have no common vertex. Opposite sides also no common angle. And diagonals are the line joining the opposite vertices. There are two diagonals in each quadrilateral. So you can see here the quadrilateral with the diagonal shown. ABCD is a quadrilateral and AC and BD are its diagonals. Then interior and exterior. Now interior is the inner part of the quadrilateral, like we have seen the interior of a triangle, same here. ABCD, interior. So N point is in the interior of a quadrilateral, and M is in the exterior, and O is on the quadrilateral itself. Types of quadrilaterals and their properties. Now, in the first picture, you can see the rectangle. Opposite sides are equal and all interior angles are 90 degrees. Then square. All sides are equal and all interior angles are 90 degrees. Parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, and the opposite angles are equal, and the adjacent angles will make, they are supplementary angles. Okay, their sum will be 180 degrees. Suppose here A is 120. The angle C is also 120, and angle D and angle B will be 60 degrees. So opposite angles are equal and adjacent angles are supplementary. Similarly in rhombus, but rhombus, the main thing is that it is like a parallelogram only, but the main thing is that its all sides are equal. All other properties are similar to parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel and the opposite angles are equal, and they make adjacent angles are supplementary. In a trapezium, one of the opposite sides is parallel, not equal, parallel, and the other two sides are not equal as well as they are not parallel. So trapezium, you can see that a trapezium is little different than other quadrilaterals. So one opposite sides are parallel, that you must know in trapezium. In case of a kite, now if it is ABCD, then AB will be equal to AD and BC will be equal to DC. So that is how the kite is. You know that you make the kite, so you know, and you fly them also. So you know what is a kite. Now the sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. Okay, so you have to know that. Now solution of exercise 17.1. Classify the triangles on the basis of their sides. Now the sides are given in the book, they have given the diagrams of the triangle. So I have written only the sides, 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter. Since two sides are equal, it is isosceles triangle. Then B question, 12, 13 and 5 all are unequal. So it is a scalene triangle. 6, 6, 6 all are equal, so equilateral triangle. So when three sides are equal, it is an equilateral triangle. Second one, classify the triangles on the basis of their angles. Now here also I have given, first one they have given each 60 degrees. So it is acute angle triangle, because 60 degrees means acute angle. So acute angle, but it will be equilateral also. That we have to name it in a different way. So here you have to write acute angle triangle because angles are shown. When only angles are shown, you have to write it as on the basis of angles. B, obtuse angle triangle, because the angles are given 45 degrees, 30 degrees. Now only two angles they have given. They have not given the third angle. So I have found out by adding 45 to 30, which is 90, which is 75, and 75 plus 105 gives you 180. So 105 is the third angle. The measure of third angle is 105. C question, right angle triangle. Because they have given two angles, 60 and 30, whose sum is 90. So the third angle will be 180 minus 90 is 90 degrees. So it is a right angle triangle. Because one of the angles, if it is 90 degrees, then it is called a right angle triangle. When one of the angles is obtuse, then it is called obtuse angle triangle. Now in the third question they have given, distinguish on the basis of sides and angles. So they have given equilateral, and equilateral you know that it is acute angle. Scalene, they have given one right angle triangle, because one of the angles they have given is 90 degrees. And all the three sides are different, so scalene triangle. Then all the three sides are different and they have given the measures of one of the angles as obtuse. So therefore it is obtuse angle triangle. Then scalene and acute angle. Scalene can be acute angle also, whose measures can be 60, then 10 or 20. So 80 plus 10, that is. So acute. Or you can say 30, 35 and 38 you can say, and then some. Okay, so it should be 90, less than 90. Then isosceles and acute. Isosceles because two sides are equal or two angles are equal, and it is acute angle. Isosceles and obtuse angle because one of the angles is given obtuse and two sides equal because they have given sides as well as angles. So on the basis of both we have to write. So equilateral and acute angle, first case, scalene and right angle, and so on. Solution of exercise 17.1. Find Z in the following triangles. Now Z is one of the angles given, and they have given exterior angle 110, and they have given the opposite of that exterior angle as one of the angles, and Z is another. So here you have to use exterior angle property. That means that exterior angle, opposite of exterior angle are two angles. So when you add them, you will get the exterior angle at the third vertex. So here Z will be equal to 110 minus 50. So one of the given angle you have to subtract from the exterior angle, you will get 60 degree. So 60 degree is the answer. Here linear pair angle because they have given two angles. One is exterior angle and other is interior angle, which is Z. And because they are forming a linear pair, their sum is 180. So 180 minus 130 gives you 50 degrees. C question. Z equal to 180 minus 65 because one of the angles is given, that is again exterior, interior, this linear pair. So 115 degrees, that will be the exterior angle, which is Z. Then D. Then one of the angles 48 plus 32, which is opposite to that. So exterior angle is asked, which is Z, which is 80 degrees. That is how they have given the questions. Please refer to your textbook. VIVA Education, Standard 6 textbook, chapter Triangles and Quadrilaterals, that is 17th chapter. Then fifth question. In triangle alongside, E is the midpoint of BC and altitude. There is, see here in this diagram, ABCD, ABD. Now AC is the median and AE is the altitude. Okay. So here, is BD equal to DC? No. Because yes, BD equal to DC, because AD is the altitude. So BD equal to DC. I have written wrong answer. And ED is the shortest. So here please change this answer to yes, BD equal to DC. Solution of exercise 17.2. Write true or false. The adjacent sides of a square are equal in length. Yes, true. All the sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. False. Their opposite sides are only equal. The opposite sides of a traperion are parallel. True. One of the opposite sides. Oh, it's wrong. Only one opposite sides. So it's a false statement. So first one is true, second is false, and third is also false. Please correct it. The sum of opposite angles of a square are 180 degrees. Plus 90. The difference between any two adjacent angles of a rectangle is 0 degrees because 90 minus 90. In a parallelogram PQRS, if PQ is 5, then measure of RS will be 5 centimeter because they are opposite sides. 7th question. Two sides of a kite measure 15 and 27. As I told you that two sides are equal. So then the measure of remaining sides will be 15 centimeter and 27 centimeter. Now solve practice time of page 177 of standard 6 math VIVA education publication textbook. And try to solve question 2 and 3 of exercise 7.2. Thank you, children. Please like, subscribe and press the bell icon of my videos.